Hi friends, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make Desi Ghee, that's also known as clarified butter, for which I am using 3 1 lbs pack of unsalted butter. Make sure that you have unsalted butter because you may have problems when you use salted butter while preparing the Desi Ghee. And as you know that Desi Ghee is something that's used a lot in like Indian households, and like if you are sometimes concerned about the purity about the ghee and you want to make it but you know that it's difficult, it's not at all. You just need unsalted butter and it will just take around half an hour to like prepare ghee. And for the first step of making the ghee is just empty all your butter sticks into a heavy bottom pan and like cook it for little medium high heat until the butter dissolves. And when the butter is like melted and it's boiling, change the heat to medium and let it boil for some time until you see like clear butter. Right now if you see it's yellow in color, like when it starts boiling and you cook it for on medium heat for some time, it will change to translucent and then transparent, so you will be able to see the bottom when the ghee is ready. So let's cook it for some time and see how it changes to transparent. See, the butter has started to boil and there is a lot of froth on the top. Don't worry about this froth, it will go away. Just change the heat to medium and let it cook for some time and see how all this froth disappears and the color of the ghee changes from this yellow to transparent. It's been around 20 minutes now on boiling on medium heat, and I see that the froth is like separating. It's not a froth, it's like milk solid. It's separating and the color is changing. It's like you can, if I stop the stove, I see that it's little transparent. It will take 2-3 minutes and then I think it will be ready. See, the ghee is ready. I can see that it's transparent now, and it took me around 25 minutes, 5 minutes on high heat when I let it boil and when it started boiling I like changed to medium heat and it's boiling for around 20 to 22 minutes and the ghee is ready. Let it sit for some time until it cools and we can handle it to transfer it to a container. And make sure that you keep stirring it in between during the whole process. The ghee has cooled down and we are ready to transfer it to a container, and you can see that the milk solids are at the bottom and they have separated, and now it's time to transfer it to a container. If you are not sure that when you stain it you may get these particles in the ghee, you can use a double stainer. That's one stainer above other to make sure that you do not transfer this milk solid to the container. See, my ghee is ready and I was able to make little over a kg of ghee with 3 1 lbs pack of butter, and I used a very fine sieve, so I was sure that I will not transfer the milk solids, and I will suggest either do not use anything to scrape off the leftover, or if you are using a scraper like this, never use a spoon to filter the ghee, because this may lead to some of the milk solids transferring. So it's always better either not to use, or if you are using, do not use any spoon etc while you are filtering it through the sieve. And one additional tip, you can, if you are using a scraper, like in the end use it in a different container so that you do not spoil the whole of the batch. So some of the people I have seen, they have given tips like add a little bit of salt to get a grainy flavor. I have never added it, and once the ghee cools down, it's always grainy every time I make it. Let's see how it turns out after few hours, and then I'll show you. See, this is how my ghee turned out after an hour of keeping aside. And make sure that you strain it like when it's in the liquid form, because the more it's left, it will solidify. And you can keep this ghee for like around 3 months without refrigerating. And if you think that you are not going to use it within 3 to 4 months, you can refrigerate it, and it will be good for like around 10 months. Do try this recipe, and if you like it, subscribe it and share it. Thank you.